Hello once again, it's your boy That's No Moon, and we are back. We are on the eve of something a little bit special. Now, we are gonna be starting to farm tickets for this bad boy, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I've got hundreds of Zetas saved up. I've got a ridiculous amount of gear saved up, ready to apply, ready to go. And I thought I'd come at this from the free-to-play perspective and give my thoughts on a Galactic Legend. Now, I know you've probably got your own at the moment, but this is going to be more for those who are considering whether they want to go for a Galactic Legend, what's involved in it as well, and do I think it's for everyone? Well, I can answer that question quite easily. I don't think it is for everyone, but I just thought I would give you a few things that I learned from my journey in terms of helping you out with your journey as well. So let's get straight into it. Let's go back to the start and find out how long it's taken me to get into this situation here. So this is where it started. I remember taking this screenshot a long time ago. Let's just have a look at the details, how long ago it was. It was done on the 1st of June. So we've had all of June, July, August, and half of September. So we're about 3.5 months, if I'm right in thinking. So it's about 3.5 months that it takes. June, July, August. Yeah, 3.5 months. Sorry, it's late on now at the moment. So this is how I remember taking this screenshot, because this was the time that I thought it's like this. I'm going to make this plunge, and this was, I think, about a week later. Yeah, a week later. So it didn't take me long to get Kylo Ren and Kylo Ren Unmasked. These two were an okay gear, actually. Up. I may have had some pieces left over, but this is when it really started, and I started focus farming. And the progress at the start was really good. I remember General Hux and Sith Trooper. Now, they were around, I sort of half-heartedly farmed them. And I remember from this date onwards, I would do a refresh a day, and it took me a long time. Usually it's about 3 months. That was pretty much bang on course, and that was with one refresh a day for each. So I was spending 50 crystals a day on that. Phasma, First Order TIE Pilot, First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Special TIE Pilot, and Sith Trooper. Now, I got all these guys up to, I'd worked out, my account at the moment is about 5.7 million, and I'd worked out my top 80 or 85 GP. So I did try and keep them all under the 85 GP. Didn't quite work with Kylo Ren Unmasked or Emperor Palpatine, but hey ho, it is what it is. Here, this is now, so I'm now at 5.6 million. This is the 24th of June, and this is the situation. So I've got a level on, well, I've got a couple of levels on General Hux, Sith Trooper as well. They're coming on nicely. Phasma, I've got up 1 gear level, I think. So the progress is still good, even 3 weeks on. And I think I've got a level up on Special Forces TIE Pilot. So that's how it's going at the moment. I was lucky with my bottom, my 85th GP was 17.5. So I tried to keep this as effective as possible as well, to not completely screw myself over with the matchmaking. And that's something that we'll come up against a little bit later on. So we come now to the 6th of July. So this is now a month and about a week on. And you can see at this particular point, I'm looking good with Phasma, looking good with First Order Stormtrooper. Still a little bit of gear. The shards are going slow. I've got 65 plus 15, so I've got 80 shards roughly, and about 75, 80 shards for Sith Trooper in what was 5 weeks. So that's going well. And you can even see here, I've got in my favourites, Resistance Poe, Resistance Hero Finn, and Rose Tico, because I thought, hey, I'm making such good progress, I'm going to put these in there as well. It doesn't work like that, in all honesty. This is the toughest grind that I have ever done. And if you thought that General Anakin Skywalker was a tough grind, this is another level. And as I said, we'll be discussing that as well. So this photo was now done on the 22nd of July. So we're a good 7-8 weeks from the starting point, and they're looking good. They're looking really good. And this is where the progress really stopped. The amount of gear, and I'll switch over to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes GG, because this has a really good tool in terms of, I'm sure you've all seen it already. So here under the under your own profile, you can have a look at your Galactic Legends gear needed. And it's pretty cool at the moment. They've just added Jedi Knight Luke, probably about 2 weeks ago, in the new Galactic Legends. But let me show you where I'm at right this very second and show you how much gear is involved from going from where I am, gear 12, to where they need to be. So this is where we're at. Kylo Ren is already nearly done. Palpatine is done to gear 13, same as Kylo Ren. So that's 3 sort of ticked off without the relics. Phasma then is gear 12. First Order Stormtrooper, gear 12. Veteran Smuggler Han, 12.3. First Order Officer is 12.5 with his finisher on him already. General Hux is 12. And Sith Trooper is, 6-star, but he's gear 11. But as I said, that's a case of I've tried to not inflate his GP because he's got the Zeta on him. First Order TIE Pilot, 12.4, but without the Zeta. And First Order Special TIE Fighter without even the Omegas. He's just sitting under that 17.5 mark as well. So there's a lot of finishers still here to go and a lot of gear 12. So let's have a look what that equates to. Okay, so this equates to a lot of relic mats needed first and foremost. These Erodium heat sinks, you've got to be working on these passively as well. Otherwise, you're going to come short at some point. Electrium conductors, they're pretty hard. Zimbiddle cards, not too bad. Now, these honestly took me the longest time. Fragmented signal data and these relic mats. I underestimated by about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because I didn't even apply one relic level to any character when I made that decision back on the 1st of June, or this whatever it was of June. Now these I probably was 2 weeks short of everything else in terms of the gear. 600 Chirotechs, 450 of these Mark II armor techs, 360 of the medpack salvage, 300 stun guns, 250 Carbontes, but there is a lot more involved in that to get them up to gear 12, 250, and so on and so forth. And then a huge amount of gear needed. 3 stun guns, 3 stun guns basically. Injector heads, blah, blah, blah. We carry on going. Now, the way this works, do not make the mistake that I did. When I was going round, basically what I did was craft these pieces, so I knew exactly what I needed and what I didn't. The reason being I hadn't upgraded these guys, so it wouldn't show up, but I'd know that, okay, I need now 3 of these, so I would craft 3 of these. But it doesn't take it off what Star Wars Galaxy Heroes GG needs. So you've now got to manually work out what it is. So you are now better just leaving it as it is before crafting the pieces. So I've had to work out, in terms of the pieces, what I'm going to do with them. And I've had to account for them all. I think I've got them all. And I'm going to have a look now in terms of what the stat differences are very quickly, how I'm going to mod them ideally. Essentially, there's some makeshift mods on here like speed set, whereas I probably could go with crit damage, crit chance on some of them. And again, go through some of these as well. And I will also go through the team that I like to have them in. I can cover that very quickly, actually. Let's go to characters and teams, or squads rather. These are how I like to split them. And the reason being is, I know a lot of people run crew and Kylo in the same team. Now, the issue with that, when you come to dealing with that in PvP, and I'm more on about Grand Arena here, is that you've got one team that will deal, maybe Resistance, that deals well with dealing with those health effects, because Kylo Unmasked and Kylo Masked OG are going to deal with those very well. And if you put them in one team, it's a little bit easier to get through. Now, here's how I like to split them. Because of the split of the Kylos, you're going to have turn meter on your side with that Phasma. If you can run a particularly fast Phasma, that's absolutely fantastic. Mine I don't think is particularly fast at the moment. It's 236, so I'd like to get that to at least 250, 260 ideally as the lead there. First Order Stormtrooper, Kylo Ren, like TIE Pilot there, and First Order Officer. That's the top 5 that I like going with. And then the crew team as well. That's going to be the damage dealing team, essentially. That's how I like to run them. That's how I've seen them well in the past, and being able to steal a lot of banners, and even that Phasma team weirdly can sneak, because there's so much turn meter there, it can sneak a hold as well. So the first ones that we'll be doing is First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot to Relic 3, and then First Order TIE Pilot to Relic 3. So let's head on over, let's see what their current stats are, and let's see how they perform. I tell you what, even better than that, let's see how they're performing at the moment in the, and just to give us a rough idea of how it is, let's go into, and it's not the Padme event, it's a BB-8 event, that's it. And let's go over to the BB-8 event. Let's have a look at how the guys are dealing. Let's start with these. I'll tell you what, let's take out that one and let's go with that. I do kind of like having the TIE Fighter pilots in there as well. We can all imagine what First Order Officer and Phasma are going to do. I'm not going to highlight them too much. I'm just going to highlight the main ones. So in terms of damage at this point, yeah, let's throw that stun out there. This is huge. This sort of damage is big, 32,000. These abilities are nice as well. Defense down is incredible on each critical hit, so that's why I think crit chance is maybe even better than crit damage on this guy. All crit chance, just stack him as much crit chance as you can, and then calling these allies to assist. I think this is huge. I think this is actually like really nice as well. Get that defense, or sorry, that healing immunity as well. Obviously, Relic Fox is going to be doing in a class all of his own. We know how much damage he can do, so I'm going to not kill anyone else. Now, I don't mind this as well. Dealing offense down on a crit hit, and if he has advantage, which he usually would under Phasma as well, it's like buff immunity and health down for 2 turns. Double tap is also useless. These guys hit hard, and in 3v3, these TIE Fighter pilots, maybe even along with Phasma as well, these cause a real issue for people. So yeah, there's some nice stuff going on there. Obviously driving the turn meter as well. But yeah, I like these. These are performing pretty well at the moment. So we're going to go and relic up everyone now. And right, without further ado, let's do it. This is an exciting moment for me in terms of this. First Order TIE Pilot now. So the finisher is going to add 270 tactics. So that's going to be for damage, if I remember right. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. What do bloody attacks do? Accuracy, crit chance, and damage. Okay, there we go. You're going to need one of these, which isn't too bad. I think I need about 300 of these for Kylo himself and 500 of the shock prods. 8 speed, physical damage, special damage, armor penetration. He is naturally a... What is he? He must be a special damage, so 3-2-4-3. And then health and protection, that's going to be the big one that I'm going to care about. Health and protection there is 70,000, but the big one, as I said, is going to be the actual damage on this guy. So let's go ahead and equip it. Let's upgrade, and let's take him to relic level 3. So his relics, or his mastery rather, is going to be accuracy, crit chance, and damage. So that's fine. Crit chance is actually what we wanted. It's going to also add a little bit of health and armor. So come on already. It's been so long since I've done this. Oh, you can see that's adding a big amount of GP on there. Is that 2,500 a pop, you say? Oh my God. Right, there we go. So we've got an extra 4.5% crit chance there. Damage is mediocre. Special damage, that's not bad actually. So let's have a little look at the difference there. So we're now up to more like 90,000. So it's added 20,000 there. Physical offense. So that's looking a bit healthier at 5.8. So it's nearly almost doubled it. And for the other, I tell you what, I probably better do these as well. Yeah, they're Omegas. So this one here, 20% damage and 20% defense down chance. I like that. That's okay. First Order allies gain speed up. Yeah. Like that, love that actually. So when he's calling to assist, if target other ally is First Order, they stun the target. That's pretty useful as well. Okay, job done on him. The other one, TIE Fighter pilot here. At the moment, he is roughly about the same, 70,000, 65,000 speed. I'm going to have to remod this guy. I think he's physical offense. He is. So it's 3367. We've got 2 pieces to put on him. It's going to make him a little bit tankier, a little bit more armor penetration, physical damage. So let's put one of those on. And let's put on this finisher. So this is agility. Agility is increased physical damage, crit chance, and armor. So actually, I quite like that. The Zeta is 15% chance, crit chance and crit damage. Again, foresight whenever he loses advantage. I'm going to think about that one. I don't quite know. This is where all of these were coming from. Pretty much everyone needs 1 or 2 of them, basically. So it's pretty rough. So let's upgrade here. He needs to be relic level 3 as well. I've got him for crit damage and ideally crit chance, but I just don't have the mods for it at the moment. And we're looking at crit chance, crit damage, and damage as well. And it's obviously going to add on a little bit of health and armor. So there we are, upgrading that blaster pistol, making it a lethal weapon. And there we go. So now this guy is relic level 3. So now we're looking at 45 and 40, 85,000. And physical damage is now 5/5. So roughly on a par with crit chance 73 or 71 naturally. So that's actually pretty good. And what are my next set of requirements? Well, I tell you what, Sith Trooper is lagging behind. I've already got that, so let's promote him up. Okay, so now he's 7 stars. This one here, strength, physical damage, armor, and health steal. It's neither by the by. Health, strength, physical damage, and tenacity. All right, let's equip that. Let's upgrade this guy. I'm just going to double check. I think it is. Oh, no, I've still got all these to do. Oh, yeah, of course. Right, so let's have a look at him at gear 12 then. So 65, 70,000 health and protection. Haven't bothered with any speed, really. Crit damage, I need a... I've gone for crit damage, crit chance. That's going to be the most important thing. His crit damage, so his physical offense is 3821 at the moment. So let's go ahead and, well, I'll tell you what, let's do it piece by piece. So we need one of these multi-tools, we need one of these armor platings, and we need one of these bayonets. We now need another one of these, so I've got 5 in total ready to go. That's painful. So 2 of these are health, so it's going to give him a big speed boost he's going to have anyway. Armor and resistance is always pretty useful. He's going to get health, he's going to get strength, 10 speed, 1,000 physical damage, which is going to be important. So yeah, let's craft it up and let's go. So let's upgrade here. And I think I'll just double check. I need him relic level 5. Yeah, so Sith Trooper is relic level 5. So that's a nice little one. Let's take him up to relic level 5 then. Where is he? So now the top of the roster is looking a little bit shinier now. And this was one that I was actually pretty excited to get. So he's going to have his health, armor, physical damage. He's going to have his strength, attack, mastery, his accuracy, damage, and armor or resistance penetration, which is pretty clutch actually. Right, 3. Come on, come on. I know I should be savouring this moment. I just want to get it done. So yeah, I guess because this guy doesn't have a ship, it's not a huge GP increase. There we go. So let's go to 5. Yes, I'll take the hit. Okay, so a huge increase in health there. Nice bit of damage as well. So let's go back to the stats, have a quick look. So now he's well over 100,000 health and protection. It's like 120 maybe. Crit damage obviously hasn't changed, but now damage, physical offense is 7.5. I would like to get that more to about 8, 8.5 if I can. Higher the better, really. And if you run it with offense, this is going to like inflate it. But crit damage, I'm going to see how this is. But the more damage that you can have, the better on this guy. It's not speed, it's not anything like that. It is just pure damage. Relic Han. Now, Han Solo was one of these characters that actually I'm really interested in. I think this guy is is incredibly good in a resistance lineup. And this guy makes a huge difference with his ability blocks, stuns, inflicts stagger. I actually really like the fact that he can deal a big amount of damage as well. When he gains any status effect, he gains 50 armor penetration stacking until the end of his next turn. So I really like this. I will probably put his Zeta on, actually. In terms of where he's at the moment, I've gone bit of a mismatch. I've gone crit damage. I probably need more crit chance mods. I need to farm those. We're looking at health and protection around about 60,000. Crit damage, I've stacked for that. Potency, I've got a little bit of that as well. And is he special? No, he's physical. So I think he's all physical. Deal physical, deal physical. Yes, so he's all physical damage. So his physical damage is 2841. So that's pretty measly at the moment. And 60,000. So let's go ahead. Let's upgrade this guy as well. And hopefully this still makes for okay viewing. I don't know whether it does or it doesn't. It's just me logging really what I've got here. So let's equip that, let's upgrade that, and he needs to be relic level 3. He's got his detonator there. The only light side character interesting, but I really like the smugglers. I think they come in handy a lot of the time. So let's go ahead, let's get him to relic level 3. Okay, and nice, so that's that one ticked off. Cool, so let's have a look at the stats now. Oh, we're getting there, boys. So now we're having a look at 85,000 health and protection, and we are looking at 4.8. So that's not too shabby from what it was. Next up is going to be, I think, First Order Officer needs to have, I think he needs to have relic level 5, if I remember right. First Order Officer to Relic level 5. Okay, so let's have a look at Relic level Officer, what the differences is there. He's 12.5 at the moment, so a little bit different. I can't quite remember why I've got him stacked for Tenacity. I really can't remember, but there was a reason. There was a good reason why I had it. 85,000 health and protection speed. I could do with him a little bit quicker, but he ideally sits, I know a lot of people run him like super fast. I like to have him just 1 or 2 speed behind Kylo, original Kylo. So basically, also he can basically throw over turn meter wherever. Now it comes down to under Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, he needs to be super quick. So I'm going to have to remod this. Damage we're looking at, we're not really too concerned with this. Damage is 2.8. It's more going to be his survivability. So let's go ahead and upgrade this last little piece. So he gets an extra 6 speed there. I think he gets 6 speed there and he gets 8 speed there. So the right hand side of the board is going to be very useful for this guy. Let's go ahead, upgrade. And let's go to relic level 5. So as I said, the relic mats were a huge issue for me. And it probably put me 2 weeks behind. While this is going up to 5, when is a good time to start farming your Galactic Legend without screwing over your matchmaking? So I've done it right at the cusp. So as soon as that join button for the new Grand Arena started, that's roughly, so like the 4th round of 3. This is going to give me a week and then about another, I think it's about a week's break in between the 2. So that for me is the perfect opportunity to join after the 3rd week. And as soon as that lock-in hits and you press lock-in, again, don't lock in before doing it, but lock in afterwards, and you should find it a little bit easier. So we're looking at 115, something like that there. So that's nice. That's good physical offense. As I said, I'm not really too bothered about that because he's not going to be a main damage dealer. But that's a nice bump in stats as well. First Order Stormtrooper, I think, is now going to be relic level 5. His survivability, I know I've stacked him for protection. So looking at about 110,000. And his defense is what I am interested in. Where's his defense? His defense is, or armor, what's it called? Where is it? Armor 45.6. I think this guy is to relic level 5. Let me have a look. So I'm actually like quite happy with the byproducts at the moment of this. Yes, so he's relic level 5, okay. And let's go do it. So this side. So let's recap. 100,000 or 110,000 health and protection. That's and then defense. Why can I not find defense ever? Where is it? What was it? Like 45 armor, 45.6. Okay. So we're going to add health. Strength is a huge one. And armor, ding. I'll take that all day long. Health, strength, agility, tactic. There's a bit of everything in there. Okay, that's fine. No issues with that one. Armor, resistance, and tenacity. Yep, happily donate that. Big bunch of health and armor on that one, and resistance, so that's fine. Strength, speed, physical damage, and armor. That's pretty nice as well. Health, strength, again, that's all good stuff for a tank. Armor, brilliant stuff for a tank. Resistance, obviously, for those who deal special damage. And health, steel, brilliant. Let's put that on. And let's upgrade. And let's go to relic level 5 here. So nice smackers on the health, the armor. So we get quite a lot with that strength tank mastery. That's very, very viable at the moment. I'm going to have to watch the timing on this because otherwise I'm going to make it super duper boring. But yeah, so perfect time to, I feel, is like 2 weeks. Spears very gladly donated over a brilliant little graph. I don't know where it's from, but I will flick it up in a second to show you the rough timeline and the reason why I say that it is. But just before I forget, let's just double check in with that. So now we're at about 150, 160,000 and our armor is 67%. So that's a huge difference. Resistance now 57. That's nice. So let me find that graph. Okay, so the reason I mentioned this graph, as I said, Spears found it for me. When you're farming those tickets, if you refresh 3 times a day for 50, then you're looking at 10 days to unlock him, or with 100, 3 100s, about 7 days. So if you're doing 3, 14, and to get the ultimate as well, that's going to be... So let's say, for example, you're completely free energy. It's going to take you 60 days. It's not what you want. You're going to want to go for the 7 days or 10 days and 20 days probably for ultimate, or maybe even step it up for the ultimate as well, depending on how you're doing in arena. But there is a good, even trying to get just a normal Kylo and the I think Rey is better without the ultimate than I think Kylo is too easy to get through without the ultimate. That's the issue I think with him. So that was a nice little graph. Again, as I said, if that's worth pausing, then obviously do that as well here. A couple of orders of business as well. Kylo Ren, he needs to go to 7. So this is a nice character, you know, absolutely stacking with health due to his, I can't remember which one it is now. I think it's this one. When he takes damage, he recovers 8% health. So yeah, there's a lot, and like when he delivers damage, I can't remember exactly what it is, but he recovers health equal to the damage dealt. So yeah, this guy, this is one of my favorite characters in all honesty. So let's keep going with him. Let's see how far we can take it. I think health wise, so I guess with the ship as well, it's a big bump in GP, but you know, it is one of the byproducts, whether it's there we go, looking good. Yes. So now 99,000, decent speed on him as well, and I think the armor 67. So that's pretty nice actually. There's a few different ways that you can mod him. Kylo OG, we need to take him to relic level 7 as well. So in terms of this, what I like about this one is, so he's 100,000 shared health and protection at the moment. It's his damage, it's his physical offense, 5/6. That's what I'm interested in. So let's go ahead and let's take him up to 7. And I'm not going to do a guide on the events or the tiers, just because I think there's plenty of those out there at the moment. This is my own sort of personal journey towards a Galactic Legend. And it's free to play. This is something that I've sort of pondered on a lot. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? When I completed the gas event, I got a huge amount of satisfaction from it. It took me a lot of hours to do. And Health and protection hasn't increased that much, but damage has now gone up to 7/7, so that is nice. That is the difference between it. Palpatine, I will just double check because I don't really have much room for maneuver. But as free to play, do I think Kylo is still worth it? Absolutely. Obviously performs fantastically in the raids. Where is he? Emperor Palpatine to Relic 7. So let's do him first and foremost. I really like this character at Gear 13. I think this is an interesting character. Weirdly enough, I've got a defense set on him. 2 potency and 2 health. I can't remember exactly why. I think it was because they were pretty quick. 16 and 18, yeah. And thought he's so squishy though. 100,000 health and protect, or 110,000 health and protection. Is it? No, it's 100,000. I think he's special. Yeah, damage 8129. So this guy can hit hard, you know. Accuracy, crit, avoidance is nice, and then also damage. So his special damage goes up quite significantly. Let's get him up. But yeah, do I still think Kylo is worth it, even in the shadow of the new Galactic Legends? Absolutely. I think this guy, as I said, works fantastically in raids, Grand Arena. 3v3 is an absolute nightmare. So I think he's going to take a lot of beating. There we go. Right. There's another one to Relic level 7. Around about the same, 113,000, but now his special offense is 10-2. Wow, okay, so this character's going to hit hard. I think now the last 2 on the books are Captain Phasma and General Hux. So both of these are Relic level 5, so let's go ahead. Phasma at the moment is speed and I think other random okay speed mods. That's a perfect mod for her in terms of defense. I'm not too bad about getting speed down on her. Survivability is awful, and like 60,000, something like that. Physical and special offense is horrendous. So let's see what we can do about that. So health, and so basically, I mean, this character, you just want speed. You can go down the potency route. I'm just after a bit of survivability. The leader, I had this leadership anyway, I think from the heroic tank raid initially. It's okay, it's not too bad. And let's equip that as well. Let's upgrade. And yes, we need to go to 5. So it feels pretty good. I mean, I absolutely hate hoarding. Absolutely cannot stand hoarding. So here's a real question. Do I feel like I will go for another Galactic Legend? So my direction at the moment is definitely Jedi Knight Luke. It is a little bit of a break-in. I tell you what, weirdly, I know everyone goes, oh yeah, the new Luke requirements are great. Well, it's not. You've actually got to consider that you need Jedi Knight Luke, and that is at least 800 Carbontes anyway, just to get one character. So there is a lot more to that than, and that's why I think that something else is coming with the Palpatine one. So, okay, let's get this one out of the way. Let's have some fun with Hux, because there's something interesting on Hux that I do actually want to have a look at. Okay, there we go. That's another one done. Okay, much better survivability, 100,000 there. Speed, 259. Again, I'm going to have a look at that. Not bothered about damage on that one at all. A little bit of a byproduct, but I like the leadership on it. And where is my last one? Huxy, boy, there he is. So I've actually, he's at 5 stars at the moment. I've stacked him with protection at this stage, so he is 75,000 combined. Okay speed mods on him, but I need to have a look at that again. Damage isn't particularly good, special, so he's going to be more so. Oh yes, I need to get him, promote him. There we go. Nice one. And nice one. So, woof, that is a... his ship is, I've heard, hot garbage. But when it comes to it, it's going to be, you know, I'm going to need another ship to put on defense. Right, let's equip. That's nice, the right-hand side of the board. So we've got 668 and speed on there again. So it's going to bring him up. He's going to have another 30 speed as well from the leadership. So that's nice. This one is a little bit unique. 10,000 health from this. I don't know any other character that has a boost of 10,000 health. 200 tactics, that's going to be damage, special damage as well, and tenacity. That's all alright, you know. So let's upgrade. Let's finally take him. Let's unleash the rest of the horde. And let's get... so was it worth it? 3.5, 4 months on. I'll be honest, the first part of it was super enjoyable. The second half of it was absolute business. You've got to keep your head down so much to get this done. And that's why it is horrible. You can't just go off and do a random character. Like Sith Empire, I wanted to get HK up to gear 13 desperately. But I couldn't do that. I couldn't do, what are they called? The Sith Triumvirate. Again, I couldn't do that. So it's a lot of discipline. Let's put it that way. It is, and that's no flex. That is just a warning in terms of it is a lot of discipline. You can do them in stages. However, it is hard. So now I'm ready to, I should be ready to go to the event. In terms of the event, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to remod. I'm going to have a look at a few guides. As I said, Gridden is probably one of the best guides I've seen around. I've had a little sneak peek. I'm not going to try and not waste any tickets. But there we go. We have now got 13 of the prerequisites. I'm excited now to start these tickets. I'm not so excited, but I'm excited to start the actual event. I've got a little bit of a heads up, so what I was doing was just refreshing a few times a day so I can get started as soon as I can. I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're going for one, what you thought about the event. What I'm more interested in is, are these worth going for? I'm inclined to say yes, even without even having mine yet. This is probably one of the hardest things I've done in this game. It's actually definitely the hardest thing I've done in this game. It's kept me motivated in Arena. It has kept me motivated in Sith Raids just to try and get this done. At one point, I want to now go for Jedi Knight Luke. And after that, I want to go straight for another Galactic Legend. But then the other side of me just wants to quit this game as well. So I'm really torn in terms of how I feel. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully it's a little bit of an insight. If you do want to join the Discord server, keep chatting about it, you can do. The link will be in the description below. I wish you the very best of luck if you are going for your own Galactic Legend. And as I said, the byproducts I think for Kylo are nice. And now it all starts again in terms of, unfortunately, that's not where it ends, because he has 400 stun guns, something like 300 carbantes, something like 300 shock prods, no, 400 shock prods, and then 300 of the other stuff. It doesn't stop there. So I've even been farming this gear, so I'm not left with absolutely nothing when I come to unlock him. So the grind never stops. So keep up the good fight. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers, guys.